We're screw having variety. We're just gonna do Monster Prom every day now, all day, every day, forever. Hey, make yourself useful and give me my bag of Whoppers. Shut up. Don't undermine me.
Well, at least you saved me from this cheese head. Which is really obnoxious. And I usually like cheese heads.
I wish that Mike wasn't a fucking piece of garbage.
Same.
But Monster Prom. Oh, don't we all? I'm glad that the chat also makes fun of you. Ooh. Almost had a problem there. Alright, we ready?
Yeah, okay.
2 players.
Well, I'm glad somebody thinks so.
Mike is a good dude. Listen.
I rebel.
Full game. Share controller.
Blue is too rebellious.
We're scripted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be her.
Casual eating.
Yeah. Casual eating.
Yay!
Got to go for my yellow dude.
Oh, yeah? Did I fuck it up?
Yeah.
Casual eating. I have melted milk balls. Stop.
Okay. I just want to know how one of the names could be.
Sure thing.
Monster Prom.
So, for the record, there's a candy that came out in America recently. It's been around other places for a while. It's called Maltesers. And they've been advertising like crazy about how they're the hot new thing and everybody should get them. And I finally got some while trick-or-treating.
When did you go trick-or-treating? It's not even how... Oh, yeah, we went trick-or-treating.
Yeah, it's like an M&M's. So they gave me
I haven't eaten my candy yet.
They gave me some Maltesers, and I tried it. They're just malted milk balls. There's literally nothing special about them. Why is everybody who's not in America so adamant that they're the best thing in the world?
I don't know. Spirit emoji is the octopus one.
Oh, the octopus one.
Because it's very party-like.
You know what? I'm gonna rebel with blue.
You build a 100-foot statue commemorating an event so that in 1,000 years archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does the statue represent? That mind-blowing twist in your favorite TV show that clearly changed the life of everyone forever, unlike all that boring stuff they show on the news. Your least favorite political figure being devoured by rabid rhinoceri, which are also covered in badass tattoos. Or that glorious instant when your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk.
You're not big on drunk texting.
I don't really text while I'm drunk.
You know what? I gotta go to the TV show too. Good.
Would Twitch let me stream while I'm smashed off my ass?
Yes. Assuming you didn't break any of the rules. What's the most appealing in a love partner? Soft fur, taste for party, quiet eyes, a very tsundere personality, sharp wits, or a big horn.
She's the only one we haven't romanced yet.
Are we fighting over Marina?
We're fighting over Miranda.
Is it Miranda?
It's Miranda, you asshole.
Why did I say Marina?
Because you play too much Splatoon 2, you piece of shit.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'm gonna pick some.
Yeah. Yeah, people do drunk souls all the time.
Micromanced Polly.
Yeah, no, I succeeded with Polly. It's the only one I've succeeded on.
Yeah, because you suck.
To be fair, I should have succeeded with Damien, but I chose a bad option.
Alright. So, Miranda seems creative and charming. So I'm gonna boost my charm.
Okay.
Ooh. Everything seems lost. Inspirational speech. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Look at how cute I am.
Yep.
Clearly a natural born leader. 2 charm. You see Liam talking to Miranda. Miranda looks confused, and Liam looks frustrated. Uh-oh. Also, Miranda's my favorite to voice act for.
I love her voice.
But I simply do not understand this art you are describing. You say that the art piece is a bathroom? No, no, no. For the 100th time, the art piece is the experience of going into a bathroom thinking it's an art piece. The artist purposefully gave the room number of the bathroom as the room number for the exhibit, even though there was a whole room full of his paintings elsewhere in the building. It was revolutionary. What are you doing?
A text message.
It certainly seems very complicated. Personally, I prefer the exoplanet sculptures of the Atlantean 5th Dynasty. You know, the man in the moon, the face on Mars, all of Pluto. All of Pluto.
Oh.
Such art on such a grand scale. Bah, that's not art, that's populism at its worst. Well, I don't think that bathroom business sounds like art. But how are we supposed to discuss art if we can't even agree on what it is? Oh, if only someone would come along and provide a satisfying definition of art, I would be so pleased. You've got this, no problem. It's so simple. Art is a method for making worthless things into very expensive things, or art isn't art unless it makes you feel bad feelings inside. Oh, no. This one. Oh, how true! Mars was just a bunch of sparsely populated red rock before Giblet Grinston completed his masterpiece. After that, he was able to sell it to the Arcturians for $1 trillion doubloons. The Martians weren't happy about it, but you know what they say. Sometimes you must suffer for other people's art.
Not bad.
That last bit is the only part of what you're saying that I agree with. So that's what happened to life on Mars. You gained some more knowledge about the new solar system, and 2 smarts and 1 charm.
All right.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I'm eating.
Okay. I love his costume, by the way.
Oh, mustache.
So good.
How many shadow buddies do you have? Are they not all the same shadow buddy in each thing?
I've seen 2 at once. I don't know how many I have. They might all live in different places. There might just be a couple of them that roam around. I'm not sure.
That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you a figurative blowjob.
Unfortunately, it was figurative, like my own.
Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. After all that, you decide to look for a spot outside the school to get some good sunbathing. But you fail to focus on your sunbathing, since you see Scott and Miranda deep in conversation.
Yeah, how could you focus on anything with Scott around?
I know, right? It's a sports game thing, Miranda. I think I'm a good boy, but there's something that gets me growling when I see the opposing team. Oh, Scott, believe me, I understand better than you may think. It's exactly how I feel about those horrendous air people. Air people? Yes, Scott. Obviously, the air people. I know I've told you about them before.
They're the sworn enemy of the mer people, and they must all be destroyed if they refuse to accept our superiority.
Oh wow, all of them? That sounds really hard.
It will be. They're a horrible, ruthless nation of feathery socialists who refuse to bend a knee no matter how many times my father invades. They don't like guacamole, Scott. They eat the crusts off their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I mean, I do.
They wear socks with sandals.
Unforgivable.
Socks with sandals?
And fanny packs.
Oh man, that's a pretty scary enemy, Miranda. What are the mer people gonna do about it?
That's a great question, Scott. We've tried reasoning with them through bombs, chemical warfare, and torture, but they're entirely unreceptive.
It's really weird that that wouldn't sway the air people. Maybe you can step in and help. Reach a truce, use your great cheerleading skills to put an end to the feud, or wipe them out, make the Air Kingdom and the Mer Kingdom by flooding the entire sky!
Why, yes, of course. That's a brilliant idea, Mike. It's almost as if you know the old adage from my kingdom. If you can't bring your enemy underwater to drown them in the Mer Kingdom, bring the Mer Kingdom to their kingdom and drown them there!
Ooh, it's a good adage, Miranda.
Also, what's an adage? No time to explain, Scott. Let's start Operation Flood the entire sky. Here, take a bucket full of water. Glory to the Mer people!
Hooray!
Hooray! They both start throwing water into the sky, which naturally falls to the ground again, forming a small puddle.
In my mind, this worked differently.
No, Miranda, look, the water's covering like a third of the inch of the sky.
That's the ground, Scott.
No! Now that's underwater, and before it was above water. So technically it's part of the sky, just a very low part of the sky.
Oh, I see. It is true. Let's fill the buckets. Sooner or later, we will fill the whole sky. You're right.
Yeah, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Or should I say a sky half full guy? Wink!
Oh, you just said wink out loud? That's really charming.
No time for compliments. Miri, Mike, let's flood the skies!
Huzzah!
You spent several hours throwing water into the sky with little to no effect. Still, it seems Miranda thinks you're a warfare genius. Huzzah! You gained 2 creativity and 1 boldness.
Look at my stats, they're like all 5s.
Yep. Everybody chooses an animal.
Fire skink.
Lungfish.
Oh, what a combo.
Player orders study based on how intriguing a new Game of Thrones house would be if it had the selected animal as its sigil. Start debating now. The lungfish!
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The lungfish!
You got that. Fire skink is pretty traditional looking in terms of like a sigil, you know, because it'd be an outline. So
Yeah.
The new lungfish house.
Let's go.
Eat fish. I'm gonna be the biggest fish lesbian on the fucking planet. You can't stop me.
Your goals now should just be to romance everybody.
No
Since you've done
sooner.
The voice.
No sooner have you sat down at Damien and Miranda's table than a haunting melody fills the air. It is a melody of cold northern peaks, of cloying sweetness, of a supple bovine treat. Teat! Oh no!
Oh, that's a very different thing.
The song of the Ice Cream Wizard! He's here! He's here! I'm gonna eat so much ice cream and then puke on someone I don't like!
Oh, goodness, the ice cream wizard only comes with once per solstice, during the hour of the ascended pancake.
You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart with "Dis shit magic" painted on the side.
Oh, that's good. I love that.
Ugh, so many great options to choose. Should I get a magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate broomstick? What about fear of death? A frozen cobra? Berserker berry blitz?
The wizard's frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which to try? If only someone would suggest the solution to what is truly the most difficult problem I have ever faced.
Try those sugar-basted Prince lips, or beat him up and take all his ice cream.
But of course, I always have to find a prince to kiss me out of being a frog. Why not cut out the middleman?
Prince lips? Gross. I've already got a pair of those attached to my face.
He's good though.
What?
Where?
Here, where my mouth is.
Wait, Damien, you're a prince? But you hide it so well.
I'll prince of hell.
Gee, thanks. But Miranda's not paying attention. She's already traded the ice cream wizard several gold ingots for a pair of sugar-basted prince lips.
Oh my, I can taste the enchantment already.
Miranda finishes the prince lips in 3 graphic smooches. Afterwards, her lips are pretty cold, and she invites you to help warm them up.
Already?
Oh my god, I get to kiss.
Day 1, jeez.
I get to kiss a fish. Oh. Who wants to save money for their college fund week and spend it on weird stuff that's most likely useless? Chooses something cool. Ice cream.
Miranda's lips.
Player orders based on how crazy it would be if 100 years from now, like the thing became the new Earth's currency. Miranda's lips.
That's a pretty elite currency right there.
Yeah.
That everybody starts naming their kid Miranda.
They have multiple children.
Even the boys, they're all Miranda. We are now a society of entirely Mirandas.
But wouldn't that inflate the currency and make it effectively worthless?
Yes.
The economy would crash. Everything would be terrible.
It doesn't say good, this is crazy.
You win. Come on. Scoot this way.
All right.
Am I out of frame?
Yep. Where are you going?
I would like to go to the library. Ooh, I get to play poker. Good old online poker.
Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain 2 money.
Bad.
After that, you engage in a deadly match of truth or dare or death with Polly. And that would be a super interesting event to cover. But then the two of you spot Miranda and Liam deep in an intense conversation. That's bound to be much more interesting.
Wow.
Hey ya babes! You were making quite a noise, and I love anything that makes quite a noise. What's up?
I like your voice for her too.
Hey, you two. Miranda and I were having a creative disagreement. You see, we wanted to start our own school club. You know, an intellectually rewarding extracurricular that enriches our minds, while probably not being mentioned ever again in the future because continuity at the school seems to be a bit random. Noise! Let's do it! You know, y'all know my fave things in the world. Drugs.
Sexual activities?
Yes.
Noise. No dummies, that too, but I meant chess and Russian literature. Stop treating me as if I were two-dimensional.
She does love Russian literature. She has mentioned it several times. I didn't know she liked chess though. That's new.
Let's start a literature club. Huh. I'm not sure. Do you remember what happened last year when we joined the literature club? We wrote dope poems and made new friends? No, the other thing. Oh, fuck, yes, that's right. So weird, I almost forgot. I mean, that's how I died, you know?
Polly played Doki Doki Literature Club, confirm.
Anyway, thing is, Miranda and I were already between 2 ideas. I proposed we start the club.
So,
A delightful meta club where we enjoyed ourselves by designing and crafting new school clubs.
Boring. I proposed the Little Pony Sweet Dreams Club, a club where we would spend our nights learning how to tell the right bedtime stories to ponies.
I'm in.
Whoa, you two really know how to sound two-dimensional. But in any case, can't you both just do your own clubs? No! Our lives are fueled by the conflict and confrontation that can only be solved by choosing between two options. That's why we need you to choose which club is the best one, because Mike always seems to choose based on who he wants to ask to prom.
So which one should we go for? Just remember, one of the ideas includes ponies.
She's not wrong.
A tough choice. Mostly because I'm like super drunk right now. A tough choice indeed. It's your opportunity to convince Polly of one of the options because no one is preventing you from making choices based on who you want to ask to prom.
Yeah.
I mean, the pony one is at night, so it technically counts as a nightclub, or the best club is clearly the club because, and then just throw some confetti. Oh, good point, Mike. I do like nightclubs. You do realize it would be nothing like an actual nightclub, right? Are you sure? Have you been to this Little Pony Sweet Dreams nightclub? No, but let's butts and more butts, boo. Pony butts!
Ponies have majestic buttocks indeed.
Whoa! Now I need to say it myself. I hope they know how to shake those pony asses!
I have no idea what's happening.
So I want someone to clip that.
Yes.
The only thing I understood is that my proposal has won, and that's the only thing that matters. Huzzah! Mike, it might be true you only make choices based on who you want to ask to prom, but if that's true, you're off to a good start.
Wink.
Fuck yeah! You can't wait to tell rad bedtime stories to ponies alongside Miranda. Meanwhile, you gain 2 charm and 1 smarts.
Let's go.
Alright. Update 1 for class play. You aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems like you are getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in a discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over. You gain 2 creativity. You catch Miranda monologuing about her problems to no one. She often does this. It's like she's accustomed to having a royal scribe following her wherever she goes.
Oh, whatever shall I do about my army? We haven't had a proper war in months, and the soldiers are becoming ever so anxious. I've tried sending the servants to give them tummy rubs, and even putting extra leaves and sticks in their cages, but they just kill the servants with the stick. I never thought managing an entire branch of the military would be so challenging. How can I possibly keep my soldiers entertained?
Divide them in half and make them fight a practice war or 1,000 piñatas.
1,000.
You know of my kingdom's living piñatas, then? No? Then divine providence must have guided your suggestion. Each year, hundreds of peasants are required by law to volunteer to be stuffed with candy and suspended from ropes throughout the palace. Visiting dignitaries are invited to take a few ceremonial whacks, but we always have more piñatas than we can use.
Sure.
I'm sure Daddy would be happy to lend me 1,000 piñatas to keep my army happy. A splendid idea indeed.
There's no reason you should feel guilty about this at all. You gain 2 boldness and 1 smarts. That weekend, something happened to me.
Let's go.
That weekend you were at the movies when you received a summons from Miranda.
Oh, thank goodness you could come.
Technically, Miranda's guards forced you to meet with her, but you'd rather not split hairs.
I am contemplating a decision of extreme gravity, to date Mike or not to date. As you are famed throughout the school as a wanton Lothario, I thought I had best ask your advice. But please, be sure to frame it in terms I will understand. Something simple and straightforward. In short, I need you to tell me which item of silverware Mike most closely resembles.
A fucking ladle?
I legit was about to say the same thing, if I'm being honest.
Gilded shrimp tongs delicately inlaid with diamonds and baby teeth. Bread.
Bread, that's not silverware.
Exactly.
Look at her face.
Bread. You know that bread isn't silverware, right? Unless Are you trying to tell me that Mike is so crass you cannot imagine them as any type of silverware? You know, Father always says there are two types of people in this world. Silverware people and bread people. I won't debase myself by consorting with a lowly hunk of processed wheat. The very idea!
I really do like bread, though.
In fact, I'll have my men apprehend Mike and slather him in butter. That will teach him to not be silverware.
Well, it looks like Mike probably won't get the girl, but at least he gets to be slathered in butter.
I mean,
Gain 1 creativity.
I hope she takes me to prom while I'm slathered in butter.
Everybody chooses a brand. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Cattle. Cattle brand. Just right on the buttocks.
Hasbro. Hasbro. Player orders decided based on how funny and crazy it would be if the selected brand teamed up with a popular K-pop group that starred in all their ads. K-pop ponies! K-pop ponies!
K-pop ponies, yeah.
K-pop ponies.
I mean, you win. I went for the joke answer, and there's no way it works.
Let's go. Give me your money.
I didn't
All right.
see where she was.
Oh, you clicked on her by accident.
Yep.
It occurs to me, she's a princess. She probably likes money.
You gain 2 bitcoins,
Yeah.
2 monster dollars. You spot Miranda and Scott in the vicinity. It seems like the perfect opportunity to test your new blanket. You wear it as if you were a goofy ghost and approach them with a spooky boo while Miranda is explaining something to Scott.
And that's why those treacherous air people are the absolute worst and are most likely tied to the disappearance of Mars Argo. Oh, what's this? A ghost! Perhaps a foreign exchange student?
What are you talking about? Oh, gasp! I didn't see you there. So ghostly.
Ooh.
You guys are joking, right? This is clearly just Mike wearing a blanket with eye holes covered up.
Jealousy is a powerful drug, Liam. Do not become addicted.
Yeah, Liam. You don't see anyone saying, oh, Liam is really just Mike wearing a blanket with eye holes cut in it.
Exactly, Liam. Even despite the many times we suspected it was so.
What?
Oh, sorry, little ghost. We were ignoring you.
That's true. Tell us, do you have any cool ghost powers?
Oh, yes, divulge, divulge.
Basic ghost knowledge, ghost's main power is levitating stuff, or ultimate ghost prank, haunt someone into despair.
Alright, so this is like a fun, bold thing. This is like a smart stick.
Neither of which are very good.
Well, I think my smarts is the better of the group, so.
You use your ghostly hands to grab your phone and you start waving it in front of them. Whoa, look, it's making its phone levitate. Total ghost move. Excuse me. You can clearly see how he's grabbing it with his hands.
Not wrong.
No, but
See, the phone is moving in a very spooky way, which means it is levitating.
Ooh.
you can literally do the same with your hands. I'm gonna smack that. No way! Let me check. It's true! Look! Scott is moving his phone with his hands. Miranda starts doing the same.
What sort of sorcery is this? Suddenly we can all levitate our phones.
Well, clearly this isn't a ghost, and this is happening because the ghost is sharing its ghost powers with us.
What a generous ghost. You could learn a thing or two from this ghost, Liam. I can't recall you sharing your vampire powers with us.
I'm out. Liam leaves, and you spend several hours moving your phones with your hands while booing. You gain 2 fun and 1 charm for being such a generous ghost.
Yay.
On Straight Places, everybody chooses a movie.
Oh, ooh.
Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Specifically part 1. Okay,
Part 1.
I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go with the Mulan.
Mulan? Okay. I already decided based on how bizarre an action figure based on the selected movie would be.
They both have them.
Yeah. I've seen Edward and Jacob action figures.
I've seen Ping action figures at least. I
But this
assume
is
Mulan
Breaking
counts
Dawn
as well.
Part 1, so I want that crazy vampire dude whose name I don't know, who just kinda is like nuts and super gross acting.
Okay, I know what you mean.
You know it.
So,
Or the baby! The creepy
baby?
CGI baby!
I bet there's not an action figure of the baby.
I want an action figure of that CGI
Alright.
baby.
Take it.
Let's go.
Coach is sitting by himself.
Yeah, he is. You wanna go see Coach?
This is competitive. Polly and Miranda sit together, surrounded by Miranda's customary crowd of serfs.
Whoa.
So wait, you actually got serfs who eat for you?
This
Well,
is
of course.
graceful.
I find eating to be terribly undignified, so I almost never do it.
Hey, me neither. What other kinds of crazy serfs have you got?
Well, I have a serf to go to the bathroom for me,
A serf to experience difficult emotions for me.
and a serf for keeping my silverware in alphabetical order. I even have a surfing serf for standing on top of whenever I go surfing.
Wow, that's a lot of serfs.
It's
Surfing
a
serf
fair
is good.
amount. The only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination serf imagined a way to escape from serfdom, so I'm all out of ideas.
Well, I'm sure with the help of Parko, we could probably think up a dope new kind of serf.
Oh, is that so? I can't wait.
You're on the spot now. What'll it be? You should get a puppy serf. It's not actually a serf, it's just like 50 cute dogs.
A serf that's actually just a room full of cute puppies? Why didn't my imagination serf come up with such a marvelous idea? I swear if he hadn't escaped, I'd have him hanged by my execution serf immediately. As a matter of fact, would you like to be my new imagination serf? The pay is non-existent, but you make up for it in a constant fear of death.
Aww.
You know what? Yeah, absolutely. You politely decline Miranda's offer, but agree to go to the animal shelter to pick out a puppy serf instead.
Yay.
Huzzah!
All right.
I will pay you real physical dollars if you go
Let's-
sit with Coach. Please.
Sure, just because it's a new thing we haven't seen.
You're about to take the first bite of your delicious cafeteria lunch when Coach appears out of nowhere. Stop! You can't eat that! You're not warmed up yet! Do you want to strain your jaw? Sprain your esophagus? Pull your intestines? I thought I taught you kids better than this. Come on, stand up. Let's get our food on. You look disappointed. Don't worry, little buddy. I'll let you choose the workout. We got two options. Playing with your food, specifically playing football with your food, or an absolutely ridiculous number of push-ups. Coach helps you set up your peas and mashed potatoes in a classic football formation, and you animate them with forbidden magics.
Good job.
Perfect! Now the food will get all warmed up, so it's ready to take the nutrition all the way to your end zone.
Oh, my end zone.
Your end zone. The end zone is your stomach, and eventually your butt! Your food throws down the most intense football game ever. It all comes down to a controversial call by the broccoli ref. You turn around to find the whole rest of the cafeteria watching your game and betting on the results. They're even more entertained when you command all the players to dive into your mouth. You gain +4 fun. Everybody chooses an occupation. Say it, your choice.
Welcome back, Lou. An occupation. Twitch streamer.
High school coach. God, how weird it would be to see a slutty costume based on titty streamers. They do it all the time.
I guarantee you there's a sexy coach somewhere.
Oh.
A real slutty Twitch streamer is just Brown Man. There's nothing about it. It's just him. It's not sexy, it's slutty.
It's a slutty costume. I haven't seen any slutty high school coaches, though.
It's like a...
They're all middle-aged men in fucking volleyball shorts.
Or 65-year-old lesbians.
Yeah.
Welcome to my high school.
I had both of those. I had one of each. My school was progressive.
Oh boy. Girls hated using the locker room in my school.
Yeah?
Yep. Go for it.
No, I kind of want to know the story behind that now.
There was just a lot of rumors about her creepily staring at the girls as they changed and stuff.
Oh no.
And inviting them into her room and then them refusing to say what happened. As far as I know, nothing was ever confirmed. She still works there, I think.
Wow. You can't take any more. Start negotiation for truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist! You gain plus 10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways you would be lucky if you could do anything with that. And 2 charm. You're minding your own business when Miranda comes rushing up to you, clearly distraught.
Most terrible news, friend. I have just watched the documentary Game of Thrones, and now I fear for my own royal family. I did not realize how susceptible we might be to random acts of treachery, or how often we romance our siblings. I don't want to be shot in the chest by a crossbow while sitting on the toilet. That doesn't sound proper at all. Please, help me put my poor mind at ease. How could I possibly identify potential traitors in my court?
Keep an eye out for the classic signs, shifty eyes, hooded black cloaks, ordering knives in bulk. Pretty much everybody's a traitor. Spit a bottle and whoever it points at, kill them.
Go ahead.
I don't actually know.
Coaches actually always get a lot of sexual harassment.
But that would mean... Could Lord Darkheart Stabbington be a traitor? I must warn Father at once. We have to find a new royal babysitter.
A rose by any other name would smell as sweet unless that name is Darkheart Stabbington. You gain 2 smarts and 1 money as a reward!
All right.
That's totally you. That's totally you.
Oh my god, look at
Sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. You. That is you. That image, absolutely.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound very nice because you're the one blamed for the response to such a blatant scam. You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and 2 money. You gain 2 money. You realize you're feeling like going full ghost with your blanket again. You're observing your surroundings when you spot Miranda and Damien. You're about to get closer when suddenly...
Greetings, my loves.
Greetings, beautiful high schoolers. It is I, the interdimensional prince. I'm here to rescue you from your mundane existence. Just sign these marriage papers. Not this guy
When do I
again.
get to date him?
I want to so bad. Look! Whoa! An underworld specter. This again. What again? Liam, this is clearly a kick-ass powerful ghost. Look at its face. So deadpan. No expression at all. That's because it's not a face, it's a sheet with 2 holes cut in it. Man, I wish my face had holes cut in it. That would be fucking metal. Night! Thank you for joining us. No, listen, it's not a face, it's...
Ghost friend, help us. Save us from this interdimensional creep.
Yeah, do something. Something ghostly. Boo, or throw a rock. Whoa. Oh, nope, that's Miranda.
Whoa. She turned into Scott for a second. She's just channeling him.
Whoa! Do you see that? Real goosebumps.
This fucker doesn't fuck around. My apologies, beautiful high schoolers. What exactly is Boo? We don't have that many ghosts in my realm.
It's a super spooky ghost thing. You should run for your life.
Yeah, interdimensional loser. It's a super legit ghost thing. This ghost is probably about to unleash its ghostly rage upon you. Be ready for 100 years of misery. He just said boo. Can you stop all this stupidity? Beautiful Liam has a point. Yet fierce Damien and wonderful Miranda show so much energy in their affirmations I cannot help but believe them. Vocal energy is my main criteria when following my various advisors' advice. So today, I shall retreat to my dimension. But fear not, my beloved high schoolers. The interdimensional prince will be back for you. And so, he disappears into another annoying portal. So metal, ghost person. You made him retreat with a single boo.
So brave.
He retreated because of what you 2 idiots told him. He said so in front of us just a minute ago. Liam, really, sometimes I wish your face was a sheet with some holes cut in it, so that way you couldn't say annoying stuff 24/7. Whatever.
Little ghost friend saved the day again. Huzzah!
They leave, running around screaming about how cool you are. What the fuck with your classmates? Really? Anyway, you gain 2 boldness and 1 charm.
My classmates are easily impressed. Nope.
Something happened to you.
Oh.
We have a Miranda.
All right.
You're doing some healthy nighttime jogging with a Whopper in your mouth.
Oh, she's actually after both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Rad.
And finally, a chariot pulled by aquatic horses, not seahorses, emerges from a nearby fountain. How does that even work? Anyway, a door from the chariot opens and unsurprisingly it turns out to be Miranda. Hold up. I gotta do the voice. Ugh. I knew I shouldn't eat candy.
Ah, Mike, you seem like a trustworthy person.
Yeah, Brett's pretty trustworthy.
Well, you certainly like to think so.
I need to let you in on a secret. And don't tell anyone this, I am a princess. I've been keeping it all undercover because I think I'm falling in love with a mere commoner, Parker. I've thrown some hints here and there, like always wearing my crown or casually and subtly mentioning that I'm a princess every 3 or 4 minutes. But soon, it shall be time for the plot point in every good romance, where my true identity is discovered, and they must accept me as the princess that I am. Now, this always turns out just fine in the movies and the fairy tales, but alas, here in the real world, dictated by logic and reason,
She can't mean this one, right?
there are some very confused people who think that my kingdom's benign and helpful invasion of other kingdoms are unfair, and therefore are against the monarchy. Naturally, I am anxious as to how someone like that might react when they finally learn my incredibly well-hidden secret, that I am a princess.
What of Parko? How does she feel about the monarchy? The monarchy? She loves the monarchy. That's why she voted to never vote for president again, and instead choose someone based on divine right. Or hadn't you heard Parko's this says down with the bourgeoisie on her chest?
I feel like both of those are true.
Down with the bourgeoisie, right between my titties, just going
Just
down.
straight down? Yeah. What are we gonna put? Yeah, we'll have that. We'll have the sea slug.
We'll have the sea slug up
That's a
here.
bunch of tattoos.
We'll have the sea slug up here. The sea slug intertwining its fucking entrails with down with the bourgeoisie.
Oh my god.
I'm proletariat back here. Like, I will be.
We'll be the tackiest punks ever.
Ooh, it's gonna be great.
Ah, that's such a good one. That's such a good one. But I'm not evil.
Aww. Ow. I did that on purpose. Fuck you.
A vote to end voting? Why, that's one of the most brilliant subversions of peasant power I've ever heard. Parko's support of the monarchy shall not go unnoticed, nor unrewarded. Assuming you consider going to prom with me as a reward for supporting the monarchy. Which, of course, it is. Huzzah!
Huzzah indeed, you gain 3 charm.
Yeah. Everybody chooses a celebrity.
Who's that little dickbag that plays Thor?
Little. Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth, that's mine.
I'm gonna go with his vastly more attractive brother Liam Hemsworth.
Why aren't you dating Liam then? He's literally in this
I'll
game.
get there. I gotta succeed on all of them at some point.
Player order is decided based on how likely it would be for the selected celebrity to lead a group during a zombie apocalypse.
One of them. Let's see. Thor, obviously, natural born leader, but this Chris Hemsworth. He's played a character where there are zombies. He was not super good in that movie.
No, but listen, at least he's got some practical, like, experience.
I mean, Liam's played a character in a dystopian future thing.
But not zombies.
Let's be honest though. assuming that they are celebrities in the universe that this happens, I feel like Chris Hemsworth is a bigger celebrity and more well-known and more likely to get people to follow him.
I win! Ooh, excuse me.
Let's go.
Getting up there.
But the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You are at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain 2 charm.
Rad.
As you wander around talking to yourself like a weirdo, you notice Miranda walking around talking to herself like a weirdo. She seems to be addressing an imaginary crowd.
Fellow classmate.
Hello, I was just practicing my royal wave for when I am crowned prom queen. I feel there's a lot to be learned before I ascend to the throne. Naturally, as a princess, I am already great at wearing crowns, talking to cute animal friends, quelling rebellions through excessive force, and singing sweetly. But I lack administrative experience. I have never so much as issued a decree. I wonder what my first should be.
You don't have the heart to tell her the role of prom queen doesn't come with sovereignty. Maybe you should just give her some suggestions instead. Taxes are fun. Or paint every student pink.
This was good. You don't have I feel like your money stat is gonna affect the taxes thing.
Oh yes, paint, the great equalizer. How much more docile, more uniform, more color coordinated they will be. Of course, I suppose people do have other distinguishing features that paint wouldn't take care of. Some have fangs, for example, but that's an easy fix. We issue prosthetic fangs for everyone. Or, even easier, simply remove the fangs of anyone who has them. Yes, that's a good starting place. We shall go from there. Everyone will be so pretty.
So pretty.
You may have just planted the seeds for a rather unsavory political regime, but Miranda's excited about it, so yay! Sorry, fellow students, you gained 2 fun and 1 creativity.
All right.
Alright, what is good? Let's go for some more fun.
That day during recess, we start a half-hour rave. I'm done with this candy.
Okay.
You have no idea how it escalates, but at one point there's 300 people, they summon demons, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. You get your dick sucked, whatever. Gain 2 fun. You notice Liam and Polly taking a break from the rave. You dance over to join them. Yo! We were just talking about the insane music festival we're going to this weekend. You're going, right? Shit, you forgot to get tickets. They're probably all sold out now. There's no way you can afford to pay a scalper. Obviously, you tell them you're going, so you never let the truth get in the way of talking to hotties. Yes! I can't wait. All my favorite bands are gonna be there. Boo Radley, Imagine a Fucking Dragon, and Actual Dead Mouse.
Actual dead mouse.
Personally, I'm the most excited about Veggie Scales. Their lead guitarist is a cucumber. It's never been done before.
Liam's like your perfect date.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello, friends. What are we talking about? Is it a grand ball?
Oh, sort of. It's like a grand ball, except everyone is more naked and the dancing is sexier and there are a lot more drugs.
What is drugs?
You know what? You wouldn't understand. It's a peasant thing. No, wait. This is perfect. If you can convince Liam and Polly to invite Miranda to the music festival, maybe she'll cover your ticket too. If a party happens in the forest and there are no party virgins to be bewildered by it, is it really a party? Or, you know, guys, if we bring Miranda, her royal status will give us diplomatic immunity. Well, neither of us are virgins. Nah, being a virgin is so last century. You know what that means, Liam? That we should hope being a virgin doesn't become cool again, so since we would have to come up with a way to re-virgin ourselves. What? No. It means we're taking Miranda to the festival.
Hooray! I'm overjoyed, despite still not knowing what it is we're doing.
Oh, yes, of course. Can't wait to teach you how to complain about the sound mixing and lineup. And I can't wait to show her the Molly pit! Don't you mean the mosh pit? Oh, Liam, sometimes you're cute. You all ditch the rest of your classes to explain music festivals to Miranda. It takes 8 hours, 12 diagrams, and an elaborate puppet show, but she's finally ready to party. You gain 2 fun and 1 creativity.
I want to see that puppet show.
Everybody chooses an object. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
A cardboard box.
A single AA battery missing out of a remote controller that you don't know where it went, but it's out there somewhere. Player order decided based on how unsexy it would be to use the selected object as a sexual toy.
Can confirm battery would fit very nicely.
I'm gonna fucking vomit.
What are you gonna do with a what are you gonna do with a cardboard box? How sexy is a cardboard box?
Fucking, I've seen ladies hump the shit out of a cardboard box. I've seen them roll it up and stuff it in their cooch.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did that.
And besides, we're talking about a battery that you can't find. So it's unsexy. Because you can't find it to use it. It's
But you
the
can't
most
find it because
unsexy.
you're using it as a sex
That's
toy.
disgusting. Parker, why have you seen that? Listen, I've seen a lot of shit.
Also, more importantly, beyond the fitting, beyond the original argument, do you know about shock play? Do you know how it's usually used as a battery?
You know who you're talking to, right?
Right?
I'm talking about a AA battery. You can't fucking do anything with that.
I mean, it's not gonna be great, but
You can't. Unsexy.
listen, I can't think of anything sexy about cardboard. We're gonna have to ask the chat on this one.
I'm gonna vote myself the winner. This conversation is upsetting.
We're gonna give it a sec. What the?
I think
Alright.
Parker wins though. I knew it. Thank you. I love you. I love you because you're smart.
Let's go.
Oh, the wolf pack is sitting by themselves. Miranda's sitting with the coven?
And
Polly.
That's a weird grouping.
You're rubbing your table to find the coven eating and Polly and Miranda screaming. We're under attack! Alarm! Alarm! Summon the guards! They're using their bizarre mind powers on me. The cute tall one is my less attractive evil twin. She uses shades just like me, clearly because the evil twin thing. We're not attacking anyone. We're eating. What do you mean less attractive? Lies!
I gotta
Subterfuge!
agree though. The tall one is the least attractive member of the coven.
Let me guess, you like the baby one right over here.
I mean, the other two are pretty even. They have good looks.
Ah! I can feel them in my brain, making me less cool and sexy. Ah!
Always the same with you.
Every single lunch hour. You can't allow your friends to be attacked. Quick, save them from this fiendish menace. Joust them in Miranda's honor. You slap a colander on your head, a baking sheet on your chest, and a jousting lance under your arm. What is it with this game and colanders?
Yeah, like
My hero! Charge! Vanquish the invaders!
you gotta remember, sexy's an attitude, and the tall girl doesn't really have attitude.
Whoa, hey, we don't want any trouble. We'll just move over there. Victory! The day is saved. Oh, valiantly fought, noble champion. Whoa, did those three just disintegrate into a pile of turtles? Or am I just super high? You think that question pretty much answers itself?
All right.
Alright.
Go, please sit with the wolf pack, I beg you. We haven't seen them. You puff yourself up, hoping to look as big and tough and sporty as possible as you take your seat next to the wolf pack. Hey, you! You know what it means that you took a seat at the wolf pack's table? Well, it probably means you don't care that much about defining which love interest you're pursuing, or that table was already taken.
Yeah.
It means you're now one of us.
I'm part of the wolf pack.
One of us. One of us. One of us. Don't get us wrong, the second lunch is over, we 100% go back to hating you because you're weak and not at our level, bro. But for now, you might as well enjoy living your best werewolf life to the max. Sometimes we like to stick with just classic blanketly hating all over monsters, but other days we like to be aggressively inclusive. And you caught us on an aggressively inclusive day. Yeah, bro. So, what classic werewolf activity would you like to do in these brief, glorious moments in which you get to be part of the TEAMD? Correct me when their spelling of team probably isn't a classic werewolf activity. I'd rather go with something more like howling at the moon or practicing Ikebana, the ancient Japanese art of floral arrangements, just super wolfy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! It's like you're in our minds already! Thank you for seeing that being part of the wolf pack is more than just playing sports, hitting the gym, and being total douche bros. Don't get us wrong, those are still the 3 essential pillars of wolf pack life. We're just also super into Ikebana. You and the wolf pack slam dunk the rest of your respective lunches into the trash can and head outside to do some serious fucking flower picking and subsequent arrangement. Bro, look at this arrangement. Mixing an azalea with a dahlia is dope! Whoa, dude, daisies and daffodils? Extreme! Yeah! And don't forget putting your tie at 70 degrees, bro. Don't be an Ikebana noob. Man, you guys with these sick bouquets, we're gonna be drowning in pansies and peonies and pussy! Yeah! Well, leave it to the wolf pack to somehow turn floral arrangements into crude sexual remarks. But hey, flowerslookbomb.com, and new game for creativity. Let's trade places.
Everybody chooses a food.
A food? Whoppers. Because I was just eating them.
I mean, you don't call that food. Mac and cheese. Because I'm gonna eat that when we're done.
Player orders decided based on how funny it would be to give Mike
Mike
the nickname
cool Whoppers.
Mike the Cool Mac and Cheese. Mike the Cool Whoppers. You're already a Whopper.
Oh,
You're big and unhealthy, and I can't have too much of you at one time.
God. I think Mike's a cool mac and cheese is pretty funny.
Yeah, it's not about like, it's about funny. It wasn't about.
I mean, your
you know,
comment was funny, but I don't know about the name.
All right.
Alright, where are you going?
Alright,
Look at how fucking creative you are.
I'm super creative. Let's go get some more. No, you know what? Let's use my bowl.
There we go. A day you skip class and hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathroom. You gain 0 shits and gain 2 boldness. You could start doing something productive, or you could put on your blanket and get up to some good old ghost shenanigans. You're looking for someone, but you run into the person that might finally see through your ghostly deception, apart from boring Liam. Hiya! Wait, what's this? Another ghost? No, I can't believe it. Finally, somebody else notices. This is clearly just Mike wearing a I can't believe it because it's too cool to be true! Come on! It's not cool or true! Shh. Liam, I can't hear our clearly ghost trend over all your jealousy. So, tell me, how'd you die? We have to share so much ghost gossip, or ghostic, as I like to call it. Good question. Time to improve a lie with another bigger lie. I was offered as a sacrifice to the god of party, or I only tell how I died on the 3rd date through ghost wink.
super charming. This
That's
sounds
fun, though. That's fun.
Yeah, let's go.
And that might be bold. Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Whoa! That's just stupid. You mean stupidly awesome? No, just plain stupid. Also, which god of party? Dionysus? Ninkasi? The deer person?
Dionysus, sure.
Who cares, you party pooper? I'm just saying, his story has more holes than the actual holes cut out of the blanket he's clearly wearing. Shut up, Liam. Maybe we should sacrifice you to the god of party. You don't like such bad vibes, and because of that, you start dancing. Polly joins you. Ghost dance! I swear I'm gonna follow you around until you take off that sheet. Not a chance. But for now, ghost dance! Also, you gain 2 creativity and 1 fun.
Look at my creativity.
Ooh, you're so fucking creative, dude.
Let's go.
You're very evenly spaced. I feel...
You wanna go for charm. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears and you take advantage of the moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain 2 charm. Afterwards, a royal procession, 500 members strong, informs you Miranda has requested your presence at dinner tonight.
Whoa.
The restaurant she's chosen is so fancy its name is unpronounceable by anyone making less than 6 figures. But with all these heavily armed guards around, you think it unwise to refuse. And so, later that night,
This restaurant is remarkably charming for a lowborn establishment. Granted, the flatware is only platinum, not diamond. And this wine seems to be significantly less than 1,000 years old. But at least our table is held up by 3 weeping serfs, as it always ought to be. Garçon, 1 bowl of rubies and a bottle of actual gold, if you would be so kind. And my suitor will have...
quick, pick something before she realizes you've never been anywhere fancier than Wilmer's Chicken Hut. It doesn't matter what I order, anything will taste good as long as I eat it with you.
That's a good one.
That's the sweetest thing anyone has ever said to me. Most people in my family simply order the most expensive thing on the menu. It doesn't even have to be edible. In fact, it usually isn't. But you're willing to actually eat food? In front of me? I'm charmed.
She's so charmed, in fact, she doesn't notice that you never actually ordered anything. Score! You gain 2 smarts and 1 fun.
She definitely likes money.
Who are you gonna ask?
Let's see. You know what?
None of them. Ooh.
Let's go.
Finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you.
Yeah.
Eck! My sisters told me that I could get diseases if I dated commoners. Stuff like crabs or poverty.
So you can get.
I must decline.
Oh no.
This failure haunted you the rest of your life, and you never moved on, becoming a total and constant failure. You never succeeded at anything again, except for the time you won at Monsters Got Talent, but your talent was being a failure at love. It astonished everyone how bad you were at romance. Not any less sad, though.
All right.
I bet it was the money.
You don't ask anyone to prom. They got an achievement because you're a strong and independent ghost who needs no date to enjoy prom. Minus the ghost part, you're not actually a ghost. Sometimes after so many shenanigans, you just forget. So, yeah. You really attend prom wearing a blanket. Rock formal dress code. It's a secret ending!
Oh, rat!
The ghost is a secret ending! Mike, best at being alone. Miranda's quote.
What? Why can't I use my quoting surf for this quote? How disastrous!
Oh my god.
I was pretty sure that I was not gonna get it. I didn't feel like I had a whole lot of charm, and that seemed like something she was into.
I'm so sad. The 2 weeks were the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened. It was wonderful. Miranda used her vast surf knowledge to get a job at hand-picking the best surfs for other people.
Oh.
Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her surfs to do the work.
I surf picking surf. Got it.
Vera really built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who in the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete he admired the most. Now he's here again at high school working as coach. That's...
Aw.
He's a good boy! He's a good boy! During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in the war called youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Yeah, I'll try and Dr. Vera again.
I'm so sad.
I actually think the reason I failed at Vera was also we're always poor, and like we always talk to the girls with like money.
I'm so sad.
Yeah, you were on track.
I'm so sad. Anyway, let's boot up some You Don't Know Jack.
What?
We'll swap back to Monster Prom. After a couple rounds of You Don't Know Jack, they tend to go by fairly quickly.
5 damages.
We didn't unlock anything yet.
And we gotta unlock some. I assume we can unlock more items like we did with Nancy.
I just realized that knife. What about that knife? Is Damascus steel. Alright, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna set stuff up. Thank you guys for joining us for another round of Monster Prom. I love you guys. I love you continue to play. Thank you. Okay, bye.